Okay, it's working.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and refresh. Give everybody a few minutes to hop on. We're not frozen or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
You're good.
We're not frozen.
Let it go. Let it go. Oh, yeah, it says we're in a live video.
Mine isn't caught up yet.
I'm starting mine now so we can see. Got all volume going.
Okay, hold on. Main Street Mouse is live now.
Look at that. Suzanne's already on.
Hey, hi Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. Hey, Michelle Atwood just joined. I heard she's got a great website. I haven't checked it out for Mr. Mouse.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, people are hopping on. Hi, everybody. We're going to give everybody a few moments here to hop on before we get started.
And
hello.
give it a few minutes.
Yeah, just
give it a minute.
Fill in there.
And don't forget to share this video with your friends.
Please, yes, more views the better.
You know, more fun for everyone. Alright.
And look, we're actually not in a chaotic mode like last month.
Well, no, not yet.
Not yet. We haven't officially started yet, so give us a few minutes we may go there.
Give us a few minutes, right? Okay.
Say hi to me and Kenley. Hello, hi Jennifer and Kenley. Turn off volume, honey.
Okay, I gotta turn off my volume. Sorry. Okay.
You can watch on your computer.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, if you wanna get them.
We ready? What do we got? We got 57? Yeah, we're pretty good to start, I think.
Yeah, people can catch up.
That's right. Hello and welcome to TMSM Weekly Live Show number 5 for May 14th, 2018.
It is 2018.
It is 2018. Hasn't changed. I'm Scott Atwood.
I'm Michelle Atwood.
And we're here to bring you our Disney news for the week.
Yes. And what a weekend it's been. So I hope you guys are ready for some good chat this week. There's been a lot going on.
It has. It's been a busy week around the Disney World and some of the other activities. Michelle's parents are in town.
Yes, my parents are in town.
They arrived last week. They're in our live studio audience. Which is kind of cool that we can say we have a live studio audience.
We have a live studio audience.
It's more than just Andrew behind the camera this week. And Jack.
And Jack.
So since they've been in town, we've been trying to do more stuff. We actually, Friday evening, we took them over to what is formerly known as the I-360 complex, but now is known as Icon Orlando 360.
Yes.
They've done a name change, and that is where the Orlando Eye wheel is, the big,
well, it's an observation wheel is what they call it. They don't call it a Ferris wheel, it's an observation wheel.
It's a 400-foot wheel that you can go around. It's really nice. If you're scared of heights, it goes slow enough to where it doesn't really bother you, and you get a great view of everything in the area. You can see all the way down to Cape Canaveral. You can see Disney, you can see
Universal.
Orlando Universal. You can see everything up there. It's really a great view.
It is. It's a lot of fun. It's if it's something that you haven't done before, I'm not really good with heights, but it was good.
You did good. I
did pretty good. I did it before for the media preview in 2015, and we had to kind of be brave and deal with it then. But going again at your leisure, it was fun.
A little bit different, and that time she had to be brave because we were on Facebook Live
yeah.
while we were in the wheel,
yeah.
so she couldn't show her fear while we were up there. So we went around the rail. It takes about 20 minutes. And like I said, it's a great view. They have good air flow up there, so
and music,
place to sit, and there's iPad screen set up, so you can point on there at some of the attractions you may see in the distance, and it'll give you a little bit more information about them. So it makes it a little more entertaining and informative for you.
Yes.
Up there. Then after the Eye, we went to Madame Tussauds Museum, which is my favorite of the complex there. I really enjoy that part. I think it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. We haven't been there since the media weekend either, and I wanted my parents to do something a little bit different that wasn't, everything's been really crowded down here, so we wanted to do something that we normally don't do. So we went to the Wax Museum, and honestly, it's a really good time.
I really like it a lot.
And one of the things, I did put video on our YouTube channel, you see historical figures, you see current movie stars and pop singers, but when you walk around, you walk through the presidential area and such, and you walk around the corner and Walt Disney is sitting right there. And it almost, I know it sounds silly, but it almost takes you back, especially when you're super huge Disney fans like we are. It's almost like sitting with Walt. And I know it sounds a little bit creepy, but it's like the closest thing you're going to get to sitting with Walt.
It is. Walt's sitting there, and he's got his elbow on his knee, and he's kind of hunched over, sitting down, and there's a chair that you can sit next to him to take your photos. I know Michelle did post some of those on Instagram, I believe. But you're almost in an animator's room. There's a sketching areas behind you that looks like where artists would draw their comics or their cartoons, and the walls are decorated. And it's just it's so realistic. I mean, you actually get face to face and the eyes, and you wait for him to blink or breathe. I mean, it's scary how real they look.
That's a good thing or not. I mean,
locked in there after midnight, that could be kind of scary.
Yeah, it might be a little bit scary.
But it's fascinating to see. And before you get to Walt, you walk past Martin Luther King Jr. and then you see Walt, and it's just it's fascinating to see how great they look. And they encourage you there to take your pictures, to put your arm around them, to try to find your line of sight so that when you take the picture, it looks like you're both looking in the exact same direction, so your pictures all look correct. So I enjoyed it a lot, and like Michelle said, there's lots of different areas. So when you leave that area, then you're going to see Albert Einstein and Thomas Edison, and then
the sports area,
Steve Jobs. Who I get to see. I love seeing Steve Jobs in there. Then you go through the sports area, some musicians. She loves the Ricky Martin.
Yeah, so.
And then we go through there. Justin Bieber was there, so Andrew was excited, to say the least. He's
behind the camera going.
Shaking his head no. And then you come into some other celebrities such as Jimmy Fallon's there, Oprah Winfrey, which you posted a picture of.
Yes, I did. And then they have like the very last room is like the A-list like movie star room, and Johnny Depp is in there,
right.
Ryan Reynolds is in there,
Samuel Jackson.
So there are some Disney, Marvel people that are in that room too.
It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy going there. If you haven't gone to the Icon Orlando 360, which is their new site. Their website now is iconorlando.com, so go check out. They list all the different events and activities they have down there. Lots of food places down there. Lots of. They have a sugar factory.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Tin Roof.
Yeah, Tin Roof Orlando. There's a Shake Shack over there for if you just want burgers and fries.
Outback. I mean, simple.
There's Outback cross street. And well, speaking of Outback, like when you we're walking to, that's where we ended up eating. So right outside the door, Outback is the new structure for the big swing that's going up, and the swings were down at the bottom, and you could see a good close up of what it's going to be.
Oh, the Star Flyer, the Star Flyer. Coming from the north in Cedar Point, which you know we love in Sandusky, Ohio, they have a ride similar to that called Windseeker. Windseeker was built with a structure of solid metal, solid steel. The armature's solid steels. The seats are. You feel like you're in almost a coaster type seat. They're sturdy. You don't have to worry about anything. That one goes up 300, I think 325, something like that.
And it's still frightening.
And spins around about 30 miles per hour on Lake Erie. The Star Flyer, which is chain linked seats linked to that, spins you at
like a carnival ride.
450 feet is the top, 45 miles per hour. You will not see me up there.
No, and it's chains. So I mean. It's not open yet, so I can't really tell you anything else about it, but it is very intimidating. And if you don't like heights, which I don't, I mean, I would do it if I absolutely had to, but I don't want to. And if you really want something that's exciting.
No way on earth.
Okay, well
I will gain weight, so I'm over the weight limit, so I can't go on it.
Okay, well, anyway, so all right, so that's not Disney related, but I know there's a lot of people that like to do other things when they're in town for Disney and such, so not far on iDrive, that whole complex is there, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah,
and then they also have the Sea Life Aquarium, which is fun if you want to see get up and close with the animals that way. They have a 7D ride on the inside now, and like we said, lots of restaurants, lots of places to eat. They have the grass area, you can just sit out there. I think they have karaoke and things, so it's a fun entertainment night. Free parking is their biggest thing. Which
free parking.
Everybody charges you for parking, so it's great that you can be down there in the heart of iDrive, and there's a lot around there, and have a great night. So.
Yes. Okay, so let's get to Disney.
Yeah. Earlier on Friday, about 3:10, 3:15, there was breaking news. The famed Maleficent Dragon in the Festival of Fantasy Parade had an accident. Michelle, if you want to go ahead and...
Okay, so you want the Michelle version of the story with all the dramatics and stuff?
I say go for it all.
Okay, so here's what happened. So we're over... Okay, so my parents, like I said, my parents are in town, and it was beautiful outside on Friday, nice and hot and sunny, and we were down by the pool, and we were coming back, and I get inside the house, and my phone is blowing up that our Disney contacts and our staffer Suzanne, everyone is saying the dragon's on fire. The dragon's on fire.
Dragon breathes fire.
I know, like the dragon's always on fire. Like no, it caught fire. So after checking into it to make sure.
Yeah. When we saw the picture, we were both like, oh
no,
what happened?
Okay, so yep, Maleficent caught fire in the head area, as most of you know. We put out the story right away. The parade had just taken a turn to the bridge that goes over to the hub, right in front of the Christmas store.
And across from Sleepy Hollow, so right in that area.
Right by that wood bridge. So from what we were told, there was some oil splatter that was going out of the head,
and the flames just caught it right.
And it all just caught fire. Our whole head caught fire. The good part, of course, is there was no injuries. As most of you know, there's a cast member that rides inside the dragon, like right behind her head, and that cast member was fine, thank God. Cast members sprang into action pretty quickly. And to put out the fire, there was a lot of black smoke. We had saw video and such after, so it was kind of scary. And there's a lot of people that we were kind of joked about it a little bit, like people that have never been to Disney before might have been like, "Oh, is that part of the show?" You know, like, "Oh, great effects." You know,
she breathes fire. Look at that.
She breathes fire. Look at that. But no.
So, like she said, thankfully the driver did get out. That was my first concern when I saw it, because he is just feet away from where that all happened, and I don't know how he's in there exactly. So for him to get out,
that's scary.
Great job by the cast members on the ground, though. Somebody grabbed a fire extinguisher and they were able to start spraying it. Unfortunately, the mechanism was still working, so the head was kind of avoiding the fire extinguisher. We did hear that they did call the fire department, but cast members were able to get the fire under control before the fire department even did arrive on site.
Yeah, and if you know, I always try to find the funny side of everything, because in life you sort of have to. The bad part was that we had heard from people on the scene. We had some Main Streeters there. Okay, so Maleficent's head is basically charred and falling apart, and the parade had to continue going on like everything is fine. So they had to still, had the dancers and her people around her, and they had to finish the route, even though it was awful.
Yeah, it's only about halfway at that point, so she still has maybe 15
Go all
minutes.
The way around the hub in front of the castle, and all the way up Main Street.
And then around the area there, and then into their back area. So hopefully she's not away too long. She does have to be repaired for sure. The head is charred. I don't think she was built to sustain flames like that.
No, but I mean, I'm gonna just say this. Right away people want to take things to the extreme as far as what happened. Of course, her head is, on fire, and it's charred. But, right away you start seeing people, R.I.P. Maleficent, it's Disney. They might have a backup head. They might have...
we don't know if they do.
I don't know if they do, don't quote me there. But Disney will not disappoint. No. And you know that it's only a matter of time until they get a replacement. Exactly. The only stipulation is that what has everybody wondering is when they fix the dragon, will it still breathe fire? Right. And because of, accidents and such, I don't know if it will.
Yeah, I don't know if they can find out what caused the problem. I don't think Disney would ever want to put that situation again, because it could be horrible if it ever happened again. It could be tragic. So I don't think they want to put that. Some people have speculated that maybe they'll just re-smoke like Elliot did in the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Yeah, it might just smoke or something. But we might not get that climactic moment where the music starts to go up and it's coming.
The head's raising. And I don't know if we're going to get the shot of flame. So if you have that video, photos or all that, that might be something nobody else will ever see if they haven't seen it.
No, I hope they fix it, and I hope it goes back to normal, but we don't know for sure. And people had asked what they're doing in the Festival of Fantasy Parade now because of the dragon. Because the dragon's gone, they replaced it with Aurora on a gazebo. It's like from another parade. Yeah,
it's the gazebo. I think that I've seen it in the Halloween parade. It's usually when Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy are on. Same float.
It could be. I know they reuse a lot of the floats for different things.
So you see Aurora and Prince Philip coming down the street. The fairy godmother's in front of them the way they were in front of the dragon.
Yeah.
So they still kept the part there. Aurora was added because she wasn't a part of the original parade. So it was kind of cool to see that they added another princess there until they figure out what they're going to do, until we can get it fixed. So hopefully it doesn't take too long, but Time will only tell. But as we get updates, as we hear, we'll be sure to pass the information along to all of you.
But I don't think she's gone for good.
I don't believe so.
It's too much of a fan favorite to be gone for good.
You can almost say she's the icon of the parade.
Well, a lot of people look forward to that part. That's their favorite part. So.
And as far as the parade goes, she's the one that everybody, even Disney uses in all the pamphlets or the advertising of it.
Because it's just that awesome.
It is awesome. When you first see that fire come out that first time, it's like, everybody becomes a kid and you're in awe of how it happens. So, very cool.
Okay.
So hopefully, glad nobody's hurt, and can't wait to see what they do.
And please stay tuned because we will definitely update you guys as soon as we hear like official information.
Yeah. But again, it's all speculation right now. Disney really hasn't said one way or another. I know every media source is reaching out to them, so we're all awaiting official word from Disney. And I'm sure they got to evaluate and make.
Well, sure, it's not going to be right away, I assume. No. And another thing too, we were one of the first to break this story about the dragon, and it went pretty far as getting the word out, and I just wanted to say thank you to all of you.
Yes, thank you so
because it was good to be able to break that story and to see everybody share it, and we really appreciate that.
And you may have noticed you actually crashed our site.
Yeah,
the amount of traffic.
That's right, I forgot.
We talked to our host, and they said we were not prepared for the amount of traffic we got from that article, and we actually crashed the server for a little while. But we did get up and running eventually again.
It's not a bad thing, really.
It's one of those, it's a good, bad thing. So it's good that we had that much traffic. It's bad that we did crash, and some people weren't able to see the story for a little while.
At least we know people were reading the story.
Exactly, which was awesome. So thank you. Thank you so much for
that.
We appreciate
Thank you.
that. So what else is going on? What else has come out this week? The Whispering Canyon.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we can bring that up.
This actually was one of our reader questions this week from Michelle. She wanted to know. Okay. So we'll just kind of address it at the beginning of.
Yeah, if you've never been, Whispering Canyon, the restaurant it's a fun restaurant if you like to be involved in almost the banter with the
staff or the servers.
We've only been there a handful of times, and it was fun. They're known for the ketchup. Can I get some ketchup? And everybody in the restaurant gets up from their table with ketchup and sets it down on your table, and you have 90 bottles of ketchup on your table. Heinz ketchup, just to let you know, in case Bob Davis is watching. Heinz ketchup all over your table. The last time we were there, I had a tablecloth wrapped around my neck as a napkin.
Yeah, they put a tablecloth around his neck.
Full-length tablecloth, and the waiter was like, "Aren't you going to take it off and fight me?" I said, "No, because I know it's just going to get worse."
If you resist them at all, it'll only get worse.
Yeah, but it's known for their antics. It's known for the hijinks that goes on in there, and unfortunately, it's coming to an end. I don't know if it's officially ended yet or not, but I know it's coming to an end. Disney has announced, and I just want to read their quote regarding it. Says they are continually updating our offerings throughout Walt Disney World Resort and are currently working on what's next for Whispering Canyon. We apologize for any disappointments. So if you're going there and expecting to see all the fun that they have there, it's done for now. We don't know what's going to be coming. We will keep an eye out and the ear open to when they announce what the new
what their theming is or what they're going to do in the restaurant next. I'm not sure. But Disney didn't come right out and say it's gone, but kind of sorry for any disappointment. Right. So we're taking that as, it's going to be changing.
It's going to be changing, right. So if you go there, the food was still excellent. I loved going there for the food because that was the best part. The little sampler platter with everything in it was really good. But yeah, we lost the hijinks of it. And I've heard stories. One of our friends was telling us the other night, he asked for a bucket of Coke, and they literally brought him a bucket of Coke that he drank with a straw out of. So, it's just anything you could possibly imagine asking them to do, they did it. There was no request.
They definitely gave people a fun time during their dining experiences. So, it's Disney. They'll come up with something good, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I think they're going to probably do something along the same line, I would hope. I know a lot of people have been worried, are they going to do the same thing at 50's Primetime Diner? Because that's similar, where you go in there and
the wait staff kind of gives you a hard time in a lighthearted way.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that doesn't go away.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that one yet. So I know that one is a rumor, and as you know, we don't do rumor. But as soon as we hear something, we will definitely let you know.
Oh yeah, be sure to let you know that. So keep your ears open and your eyes open.
And keep watching the Main Street Mouse because we will have that for you.
Oh your screen just
my screen just went green.
My
I hope
monitor
that,
mine's
my computer doesn't seem to like our live feeds at the same time as you.
Exactly. So
right.
I think we're okay. Yeah, I hope not prime time either. A lot of people are saying that, and I think prime time. That's the whole basis of that restaurant is that the waiters and waitresses are going to give you a hard time. So I'm not really worried about prime time.
Not right now, no. And I don't think that they would spring too many changes at once.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong.
I would hope not. But we've been wrong before, so who knows? So anyways.
We've been wrong before. At least we can admit it, right?
That's right. Okay, so what's next on our
What do you got on the list? We both have our own little notes here.
Mine went into, you want to talk a little bit about Flower and Garden?
Wait, it was a question.
Oh, it was? Okay. What was the question?
So, you want to do questions?
That was really all I made.
Maybe I could harass my father to come over here. No?
No, he won't come on.
You guys are, I know you wanted to meet my parents, but they're behind the camera and they say hi. But they're waving, yeah. I was going to try to get at least one of them to come around to this side, but I guess not.
That's okay.
That's
okay. We're going to post lots of pictures.
We'll just put lots of pictures of them anyway, so.
We will get them.
Okay, so do you want to do some questions?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go into questions because there really wasn't a ton of news, and I think we've already covered pretty much.
Yeah, the big thing was the dragon issue.
The big thing was the dragon.
So
hopefully we have an update by something next week to talk about.
Right. Okay, so and as far as merchandise goes, the new Americana Disney Dooney and Burks came out today, and after our broadcast. We'll have our Merchandise Monday blog with Lindsay, and there's going to be more information coming, so hang on. There's more coming. There wasn't a whole lot of merchandise releases this week, but what we did find, we did write up, so that'll be coming out just after 9.
Yep.
So, okay. Let's see. Okay, question from Stacy about Flower and Garden. She'd love to know if it's still going on and any type of overview of it that she may have missed.
Well, Flower and Garden goes through Memorial Day, so it's the 28th, I believe.
May 28th is when Flower and Garden is over.
So on Memorial Day it ends, which is actually a very busy weekend down here. Mm-hmm. I've said it before. Flower and Garden is my favorite festival at Epcot. I think it's the best. You get your food, you get the topiaries, you get some of the concerts. I just think overall it's a really fun festival to go and spend a day at Epcot doing.
Yep, and good merchandise too.
That this year was really great merchandise.
Yeah, they had really good merchandise. Whenever I carry my Flower and Garden Dooney and Burke purse, I always get compliments on it.
No matter where we're at, Disney or not.
Always. People, where'd you get that bag? And it was a funny story. I was at the store today, and a lady asked me if they were giving those bags away for free at Epcot. And wouldn't that be something if Disney gave away
Dooney and Burke?
Dooney and Burke. Can you imagine the lineup?
I think there'd be fighting.
I think there would be. I don't think that there's any way. She's like, she said, where'd you get that purse? I said, Epcot, it's the annual pass holder bag. And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, so they're giving those away for free? No.
I wish.
No. Because you know what? If they were, I'd have been all over.
We'd be there for every giveaway.
I know.
And we would take the boys, and all 4 of us would come home.
Yeah, we'd all have to come home with a bag. Make sure it'd be everybody's Christmas gift next year. You're getting a bag, and you're getting a bag.
You'd be like Oprah.
Like Oprah, you get a Dooney. But no, they're not free. Yeah. Anyway, so what else?
Really it. I mean, like I said, I love the Flower and Garden Festival. I think it's great for the pictures. It's not too hot yet. I mean, it's starting.
Well,
now
it's
rainy now.
It's raining pretty hard here.
Yeah, there's some disturbance over in the Gulf side that's causing.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Ooh, Vaders in the Gulf. But there's a tropical storm brewing, so we're going to be wet this week. They told us just be prepared this week.
And I feel really bad about that because we were talking about weather, and some people like to give snarky remarks, and I don't necessarily agree with that because it is disappointing especially if you're traveling from overseas. And I know we have a lot of UK readers and followers that follow along with us. And if you saved up all this money and made all these, some people plan for 2 years or longer for their trip, and then when they get a complete washout for the week, it is disappointing.
It's very, very sad.
So, what the only thing I can suggest is that they say a rainy day at Disney is better than a sunny day
That's
anywhere
true.
else. So what you want to do is just try to press on. They have ponchos, there's a lot of indoor activities, and a lot of the parks empty out in the rain. So you can get in a lot of the shows and such a lot easier.
Yeah, that's one of the things, as we've learned as being a local, is that when it starts to rain at Disney, you see a lot of the tourists, they're running out of the park to go back to their resort or whatever. But you'll notice that the locals, we all just kind of, and locals probably gonna kill me for saying this, but we all just kind of stand back and we'll wait inside of a store or a restaurant and wait to see, because in Florida, storms last 10 minutes, 15 minutes sometimes, and then they pass, and then you have a couple hours where it's cooler, usually after it rains, and then you can get on things, because a lot of people do leave the parks.
They do. So don't leave the parks. I mean, don't let the rain ruin your time. This week has been, it's been raining all day today. It rained yesterday. It wasn't supposed to rain Saturday, but it rained anyway. So just try to press on and don't let it ruin your time, because it's still a great place to be.
It is, and like she said, there is plenty to do inside, and that's probably the best time if you're going to stand in line for a ride that's indoors.
Indoor rides,
If you're going on Space Mountain and it's a 2-hour wait, well, that's inside, so you can stay in there, keep dry, and ride the ride when it's all done. And hopefully the rain is done before you get up.
Unless it's like today where it just won't stop.
It's just been a drizzle all day and heavy here and there, but.
And I was super disappointed from my own perspective too, because looking forward to having my parents in town, and then when they're in Michigan, I'm always saying how beautiful the weather is here, and it is. And then Saturday rain, Sunday rain, today, and then the forecast like 100% rain. So it's like. And
some, depending on who you listen to on the news, they're saying 8 to 10 inches for this week, which is a lot of rain.
There's a lot of rain.
So
we'll see.
Wash away. We'll see. They've been wrong before. They'll be wrong again. So hopefully they're wrong this time.
They were wrong on Saturday. They said no rain on Saturday.
Yeah, they're wrong most. Sadly, the weathermen, it's hard to predict. You never know what Mother Nature's going to throw at them.
So. Okay, so keep it moving, even if it's raining. So boy, did that get off.
And we did mention when she said that, we said that it's a busy weekend, Memorial Day weekend here. There is a lot going on that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
There's also Galactic Nights on Sunday, the 27th at Hollywood Studios. The Solo movie comes out that weekend, which will be a big thing for the Star Wars fanatics and fans. MegaCon is going on at the Orange County Convention Center, which we've been telling you guys we will be at. We do have a booth there for the weekend, so if you're in the area or you're planning on going to MegaCon, please come out and see us. Stop by the booth, say hi. We have some free things. We've been
buying little prizes to give away when you come see us at the booth. So we got our Main Street mouse buttons in this afternoon. And these are the ones that we had for the meetup
last year.
Yeah, last year. And people seem to really like the polka dot print, so we just went with the same style. So if you want to come and see us and get a button, that'd be great.
And we got the rubber bracelets. We got these again. They just have the site logo or site website on them. But these are things that we'll have in our booth all weekend, as long as we don't run out. We will have these for you to come by and grab. Michelle will also have her book on hand, so you can come by. If you don't have the book, purchase the book. She'll autograph it for you.
I can't reach it from here.
I can't reach it from here. But if you have it, if you already have a copy of the book and you want her to autograph it, bring it out with you. She'll be happy to sign it for you. We'll have a little booth there. We'll have the LuLaRoe clothing there. We'll have the book. We'll have site swag. And just come by and say hi. We just love meeting people, take a picture. And
it's going to be a crazy, crazy weekend. MegaCon in Orlando is one of the largest conventions that goes on, and we're really excited to be part of it this year. And I think it's going to be a really busy weekend. So we're going to definitely try to keep stuff on the table for you guys to give away. We're even thinking of putting candy on the table.
I'm thinking if we get a mountain of candy,
maybe stuff to give you. I don't like when people come to see us, and even if I see people in the parks or around property, I'm always digging in my purse trying to find something to give you just to say thank you.
She usually gives away her own button.
I usually do. I usually try to find something, and if I don't have anything, I'm like, here, take my button. I'm not going to give you like gum out of my purse or anything. I actually want to give you. I got something. You got a pen? No, that's so bad. No. So yeah, definitely come see us. And then I see that somebody had asked about the book. Yes, you can get it on Amazon. Yes, you can get it. There's a link on our site on the right-hand side of the homepage.
If you just click on the ad that's on the right-hand side, it's a picture of the book. If you just click on there, it'll take you to the page where you can just order it right there. If you do want an autographed copy, give us a little bit more time because we have to order the copy, have it shipped to us, Michelle has to sign it, then we have to ship it out to you. So it does take a little bit longer, but we do get them turned around as fast as we can and get them out to you guys.
Or you can come and see me at MegaCon, and I will have it on the table, and you can just take it with you right there.
But we only have 50 copies for MegaCon, so the first 50.
So first 50. And if you already have your book, please bring it, and I will sign it for you. And then 2 weeks after that, again, we are going to be at Magic City Con in Birmingham, Alabama, and we are also going to have fun stuff and the logo stuff and my book. So we really hope that you guys come and see us there if you can't make it to Orlando. And then don't forget, December 7th and 8th is our big meetup weekend at Walt Disney World. And we have, we're still working on Friday night's festivities. I'm guessing Disney Springs.
But we're trying to do something a little bit more.
We're working on it. And then the 8th will be at Epcot all day.
Yes. So please come out and join us if you're going to be in the area. We love having the bigger crowd with us. It's such an awesome feeling to walk up and see a group of 50, 60, 70 people there waiting for us.
I know. And then we always have people on and off all day. And then I'm just catching some of the comments. Somebody asked about Main Street Mouse shirts. In the meetup tab on the Facebook page, we have a link in there to order shirts.
Yeah, it's through a company called Represent.com, and it'll take you right to our store. We have, I think, 6 or 7 different styles of shirts on there. Someone's proud supporter of TMSM, just someone with our logo. We even have a Foolish Mortal shirt we made that throw in there. So by buying those, you do help support the site, and we do appreciate that so much. And they're pretty good quality. We've really heard a lot of great feedback coming from that, and hopefully as we go on, we'll be able to get more and more.
We're working on it. We're hearing your feedback and your requests for different merchandise, and we are working on it. So
and we've actually been talking to a company locally here that does silk screening and shirts to see if we can't come up with a plan to maybe come up with some different styles and such to offer you guys. And maybe we've even discussed possibly having a special logoed shirt for each year of the meetup. We can eventually come to something like that down the road. So they're going to be helping us with that. And they're actually a company that works with Epcot. They were at the Festival of the Arts.
Yep, in January.
So they've reached out to us, and we're talking back and forth with them to see what we can come up with. So lots of fun. So do we have any more questions? Because we kind of really went way
off. Okay, we do have more questions. Okay, so Jody wants to know, what kind of a roller coaster is the Slinky Dog coaster going to be at Toy Story Land?
500 feet, 137 miles an hour down.
Thrilling or family ride? Thrilling or family ride. Okay, so from what we gather, it's not going to be as low key as Goofy's Barnstormer. It's going to be better.
Low key?
Not low key like my low key. No.
I thought that I did.
Sorry, I knew you were going to say that. Okay, so it's not going to be as. I'm trying to think of a better word for Barnstormer.
It's Barnstormer. From what I've heard, it's similar to that. It's not. How can I say, not a high thrill, like intense ride.
It's not like Space Mountain.
No. It's going to be a fun ride, and anybody's going to be
able to longer than Barnstormer.
And it is longer. There's going to be 2. What's the word?
You said launches. Is that what
2
you call
launches.
it?
Yeah, there's 2 launches through the coaster to get you going again. I did read something that at the end of it, Wheezy is going to sing to you.
Sorry, I shouldn't be reading the comments. Robert said low key.
Of course it is. Of course it's Robert. It's either Robert or Joe every week, and I'm watching both.
Oh, I know, watching you. You distract me. Okay. I know. Sorry.
So, but yeah, it's going to be a family ride, definitely. Not high impact, nothing like that.
Not scary. 38 inches is the
minimum.
The minimum height.
Right. So anybody can pretty much, if you're willing to go on the coaster, you'll be able to get on there and have some fun.
Yeah, and I'm excited to check it out too, because I don't really care for the Barnstormer, but I'm looking forward to this one. It looks like it's a lot more, what's the word? I don't want to say fun, because I don't mean it like that.
It's just it's a larger attraction that encompasses
a little more
a lot more
exciting than
properties.
Barnstormer?
More exciting.
Longer, maybe?
And actually, she's going on the 23rd?
23rd.
23rd of this month to another preview of Toy Story Land, and gets to see what else has progressed since the last one.
Yeah, this next media preview for Toy Story Land that's next week is actually a longer one. They used to be about an hour long where we would go back and see everything, but this one's going to be a few hours.
Yeah, 2.5, 3 hours, I think.
So I get to go and hear all about it and see the construction site again. And from what I understand, they've made a lot of progress. So I'm really looking forward to checking it out and being able to report back to you what we see.
And hope for no rain that day.
Yeah, because the last time they wouldn't let us go in the back because of lightning and thunder. So we had to kind of stand at a fence, and we couldn't go any further.
Yeah, so we're hoping there's no rain this time so she has a clear day so she can see it. Of course, they won't let her do any video, any photography, but they are going to give you images, I believe.
Yeah, we get images, but they're Disney-approved images. I can't go and just take pictures, even though I would love to. But
I would
no.
love to see them. So, but we'll have those updates week after next probably. So
Right. And then I have another question about Toy Story, about Slinky Dog. Patty says that she heard a rumor that if you don't have kids, you can't ride the Slinky Dog coaster. I have never heard that.
No, I've never heard.
I've never heard that,
so.
and I would be really surprised if Disney said, "Well, unless you have a kid with you, you can't." There's the only ride I've seen a park do that on is the Jurassic Park ride at Universal.
Yes. Because they had the one, and I think it's more of a weight restriction than anything on their ride. And I know, actually, Sierra Point did that, I think, with the Junior Gemini, that you had to have a child with you, but it was based on a child ride. So
but Disney doesn't do that normally.
I've never seen Disney do that. And with the restriction of at least 38 inches, I think that's basically for anybody. I know Barnstormer, you could ride it alone, so I don't see why it's really different. And that's their big ride in Toy Story Land, so I don't think they're going to cut out all the adults.
No, I don't.
So I wouldn't worry about that one at all.
Okay, let's see, Michelle.
And Joe's a kid anyway, so he can get on.
All right, let's see. Okay, so, sorry, yes, I still have a cough.
Still has the cough.
I'm so sorry. Okay, we already mentioned Dragon Gate 2018, as Robert called it. Interview with the parents. No, they don't want to do that. I'm sorry. Whispering Canyon. Let's see what else. I think we covered everything. Flower and Garden, Slinky Dog.
Didn't I don't know if it was a question, but you mentioned something about Night of Joy. Somebody had wondered about.
Somebody asked about why Night of Joy is going away.
Yeah, they haven't told. Excuse you.
So sorry.
So sorry.
So sorry.
They haven't said why Night of Joy has gone away. One thing that Mercy Me was one of the groups that did perform there regularly. They are going to be part of the Eat to the Beat concert series at Food and Wine this year. So you would be able to see them. If you are still looking for a concert the same as Night of Joy, Universal just down the street has Rock the Universe, September 7th and 8th, and they have the same type of style set up. It's an after-hours event, separate ticketed event that you can go to, and they get just a lot of the bands, the bigger groups that come in there and do for the weekend. So if you are still looking for something like that, unfortunately Disney's getting away from it for whatever reason, but Universal has still kept their.
And doesn't SeaWorld do a Christian rock series?
They do.
Concert?
Praise Wave, is that the name of it or something?
Not sure.
Don't quote me on that, but I am pretty sure that they do it, and it's not at the same time. Where Night of Joy used to be the same time as Rock the Universe, used to be the same weekend. SeaWorld does theirs at a different time of year. So check out their website under their events tab, and you should be able to find out when it happens if you wanted to take part of something like that.
Yes. So, and then if we hear anything else that they may be, I don't want to say replacing it with it, but if there's any type of new concert series or any type of other events that are coming up, then we will definitely let you know.
Because it was a big draw. It's been a big draw for a long time.
And they used to have it in the Magic Kingdom, and then was it last year they moved it over to ESPN?
Yeah, 2 years ago actually. It actually went to the studios once, and then it went to ESPN. And at ESPN they had a expo, and they had more to do with the families, and that's why I think they moved it from the Magic Kingdom so they could have more family interactive events and things to go along with it. And then it just ends this year. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe it's a temporary. I mean, people have said it's indefinite, but I never take anything as permanent unless they tear it down.
I wish we had a better answer for you.
I wish we did. I wish we knew what was the future of it. But when and if we do hear anything, we will be sure to pass it along.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So I think that's really all we had this week. It's kind of a shorter week. Yeah, a little bit early.
After that whole dragon fiasco, there really wasn't much else came out. I came across news-wise.
No, the dragon hit, and that was the brakes were put on it, and the halt. They did say something. The Diamond Horseshoe did come out with a new menu today. We did push that out.
Yes, they did.
They have a whole new menu. It looks really good, so you might want to check that out next time you're in the area. What else is hit today? The Royal.
Oh yeah, this is kind of interesting. So the big royal wedding is this weekend, and Epcot came out with royal wedding merchandise.
Yeah, I guess
like teacups and such with Harry and Meghan on it. It was interesting to see.
It reminded me if you watched the show in the '80s, Night Court, and the DA, or I'm not sure if she was prosecutor or DA, but she had the collection of when Charles and Diana got married in her apartment. I just remember they always focus on that because she was a huge fan of that, and that's why I think when she said the merchandise, I instantly thought of that, somebody collecting stuff like that and having it in their house. I don't know why.
You lost me on that one. Yeah, big time.
I do remember that, and I don't know why. Somebody else has to remember.
Somebody has to remember,
Come on,
right?
help me,
Come on.
Joe, just say you have, please.
Somebody say that they know what he's talking about.
But that came out today. We have more news about Pixar Piers.
Pixar Pier.
There's a blog that's going to be going out because there's an event coming for its opening. So we'll be pushing that out hopefully this evening as well.
Okay, Suzanne just said there was a question about if there's going to be any new Vera Bradley purses. I have not seen, since the Alice in Wonderland line that came out like months ago, the black one, red one, all of the Veras are being sent over to the Disney Character Warehouse, the outlet.
Yes.
As far as I know, they are not putting out any more new Disney Vera Bradley gift bags. And I don't know if that's indefinitely or just for now, but they've really focused on Disney boutique bags, Disney's Dunia Burke, of course, Loungefly is another one.
Danielle Nicole.
Danielle Nicole is a big one. We really try to stay up to date on merchandise and such because I know it's such a big deal. And good thing I have Lindsay to help me out because if I miss it, she doesn't miss it. So please keep watching.
And the Coach line that came out.
The Coach line. I forgot. Okay, so the Coach line, we put out something first thing this morning. That last year they had the Mickey Mouse line, and they just put out a Minnie Mouse line at the Coach outlet. And from what I understand, you can buy it online or you can go to the outlets. And it's not just the outlets here. It's outlets everywhere,
yeah.
Right?
So that's definitely if you're interested, and I know women have their preference of what type of purse they like to carry. Michelle will carry any of them, pretty much. Well, that's true. She has them all. Dooney, Coach, Vera, Danielle Nicole. She has them all. You saw the Tangled purses. But it's Disney, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, so, and I would really like to actually go over to the outlet just to check it out and see what they have to offer. I mean, the line looks pretty cute.
Yeah, maybe we could run over this weekend and see if there's...
If it stops raining.
If it stops raining, and we can get a boat out and take a boat over there. And see
take a boat out. I know, right? So. Okay, and then before we go, we have our winner...
Oh, that's right. Remember last week we told you to share our video, mark it hashtag TMSM Live, put it everywhere, and then we're going to pick somebody to win these little beauties as
Patrick, our chief flight attendant says.
That's right. These little beauties you have to stow away.
under your seat, right?
These are the coveted rose gold ears, which were so hard to find for so long, and we know that a lot of you haven't been able to get down here to get them. Since now they've become more readily available, so we decided we were going to give away a pair to somebody, and that winner is...
Sandy Smith.
Sandy Smith, you won.
And she shared us on YouTube and Instagram.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Sandy.
Yeah, so please let us know your address.
Yep, just send us a private message with your address.
Send us a message with your address. And then if these giveaways, if it's something that you guys want to continue to do, we love to give you guys prizes, like I said.
Because we may have a set of, I don't know, Ariel or Belle or Cheshire Cat ones linked somewhere in the house extra.
We might.
So maybe even more of these little rose gold beauties. We never know.
Yeah, you never know. So yeah, but we're always keeping, like I said, we're keeping an eye on all the latest merchandise. Yeah,
so as something new comes out, we will make sure to get photos of it at least. That's Lindsay comes in, she usually grabs the stuff for as soon as it hits. And then we'll share those images.
Yeah, she usually sends me a picture and says, go, 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 put it out.
Right. So when they do come out with New Year's, we're always going to try to get a couple pair just so we have them as giveaways or whatever. So the Lula group, we already do that every month. We do the mystery legging set, and we always give away some great ears with that set. So.
Yeah, and if you're interested in the Disney LuLaRoe, we do have it's under LuLaRoe Michelle Atwood on Facebook if you are interested.
Yes, please. So I guess that's it for this week.
I guess that's it.
So remember, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Main Street Mouse, on YouTube at The Main ST Mouse, and on Twitter at Main Street Mouse. Michelle's individual Instagram is Cindershella4. I'm under TMSM_Avenger. Please, please, please share this video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get notified when we do put out videos. Michelle always tries to update the new videos almost on a daily, every other day basis.
I've been working on it, yeah.
She's trying to fill that channel. So please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss them. You guys, we love what you guys do to help us get the word out about us. And spreading it is the best way to let others know what we're doing here. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for helping us do what we do. It's truly a blessing for both of us.
It really is, and you guys are the absolute best. And we hope you enjoyed this week's show, and we will see you next Monday night.
Yep. Bye, guys.